to warn them. To put that in a sort of a paradigm that you might understand, Paul uses the parental image in 1 Corinthians 4, where he uses the same word. And he says to the Corinthians in verse 14, I do not write these things to shame you. In other words, my goal is not to just obliterate you, just to heap shame on you, but to admonish you, to nutheteo you, as my beloved children. So the paradigm is that of a parent. It is the kind of warning, it is the kind of instruction that you give a child that you greatly love. Sometimes the child doesn't understand that you say, I'm not going to allow you to do that. I'm not going to allow you to stay in that path. I'm not going to allow you to keep maintaining that kind of attitude or that kind of behavior or that kind of relationship because I love you too much to allow you to expose yourself to the consequences of that. And a parent does that. We do that all the time. There are consequences to certain paths. And when you know that, you warn and you warn out of love. And sometimes the person you're warning doesn't appreciate that. Sometimes the children don't appreciate that. Sometimes the Christians that are wayward, that are playing out on the edges all the time, don't understand the implications of that kind of life. And you may warn them out of love, and they may see it as judgmentalism, and they may try to define it as that, but in fact it's not. The attitude with which you do it is very important. The attitude with which you do it is essential. And to get a picture of that attitude, Acts 20:31, where the same word is used, very important. Acts 20:31, Paul uses this word, and here's what he says. I did not cease for 3 years to admonish, same word, to admonish each one with tears. That's not a judgmental attitude. That's an attitude of compassion. That's tenderheartedness. That's kindness. That's a broken heart that says, I grieve over where this is taking you. That's how you deal with the wayward. You don't pounce on them judgmentally. You don't condemn them. You don't wreak havoc in their lives by abusing them and alienating them and cutting them off. You come alongside like a parent loving a child and understanding where the child is going, calling them back, and you do it with tears of compassion. Compassion. The beautiful, beautiful attitude which God demonstrates towards sinners and which Christ demonstrates toward us.
It's not always easy to show compassion. But as John Macarthur, president of the Masters University and Seminary, explained today, compassion is something Christians should be known for. We're looking at the pillars of Christian character with John Macarthur here on today's Grace to You. And keep in mind, as John mentioned before the lesson today, that your support is what makes it possible for us to take this Bible teaching ministry to folks around the world, strengthen individual believers and local churches. To partner with us, please get in touch today. Mail your tax-deductible donation to Grace to You, Post Office Box 4000, Panorama City, California, 91412. You can also express your support online at gty.org or when you call this toll-free number, 1-800-55-GRACE. Again, that's 800-55-GRACE. And a special thanks if you're one of our Grace partners. As you get in touch, be certain to pick up a copy of the flagship resource, the Macarthur Study Bible. It's available in the English Standard, New King James, and the New American Standard versions, as well as several non-English translations, including Spanish, Arabic, and Chinese. This all-in-one spiritual library has the tools that you need to understand God's Word and see it bear fruit in your own life. Prices begin at just $20 for a soft cover. To order the Macarthur Study Bible, go online to gty.org or pick one up as you call 800-55-GRACE. And now for John Macarthur and the staff, thanks for making the broadcast a part of your day. Please do that again tomorrow as John will show you how to respond biblically to those difficult-to-love people in your life. It's another half hour of unleashing God's truth, one verse at a time, here on Grace to You.